Have you ever gone through something so painful, you didn't realize it was a lesson until much later? Life has a remarkable way of teaching us the most profound truths through our hardest moments. These are the kinds of lessons that sting at first, the ones we wish we could escape or forget. But as time passes, we begin to understand, those painful moments were shaping us. They were strengthening our character, forcing us to grow, and silently preparing us for something greater. Today, I want to share some of the toughest life lessons, the kind that might hurt now, but someday, you'll be deeply thankful you learned them. First, not everyone you meet will stay in your life. Friendships fade, relationships change, and sometimes people you thought would be there forever become memories. This reality can be painful, especially when you've invested your heart and soul into those connections. But letting go is part of growth. When someone leaves, it makes room for new experiences and relationships that are better suited for who you are becoming. You'll learn that your worth isn't defined by who chooses to stay, but by how you treat yourself. Another painful lesson is that failure is not only inevitable, but necessary. No matter how hard you try, you will make mistakes. You'll fall short, miss opportunities, and sometimes fail spectacularly. In those moments, self-doubt creeps in. You might wonder if you're good enough or if you'll ever succeed. But failure is a powerful teacher. Each setback reveals a lesson, a chance to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. Over time, you'll thank your failures for the wisdom and resilience they gave you. One of the hardest truths is that you can't control everything. Life is unpredictable. Plans fall apart, people disappoint you, and the unexpected can turn your world upside down. The more you try to micromanage every detail, the more frustrated you'll become. Learning to accept uncertainty, to let go of what you can't change, is both liberating and necessary. When you focus on what you can control, your attitude, your actions, your responses, you find peace amidst chaos. Another lesson that stings is realizing that effort doesn't always equal reward. You can put in your best work, show up early, stay late, and still not get the recognition or outcome you hoped for. Life isn't always fair, and sometimes your hard work goes unnoticed. But this isn't a reason to stop trying. Instead, it's an opportunity to redefine your motivation. When you work for your own satisfaction and growth, rather than external validation, you develop an inner strength that lasts. Sometimes, the pain comes from discovering that people will judge you no matter what you do. You might change your appearance, your opinions, or your actions to fit in, only to find yourself criticized or misunderstood. The truth is, you can't please everyone. Trying to do so will only drain you. The sooner you embrace your authentic self and accept that judgment is inevitable, the freer you'll feel. You'll learn to live for yourself, not for the approval of others. Another harsh reality is that happiness is not a constant state. There will be days of sadness, disappointment, and even heartbreak. Chasing perpetual happiness can leave you feeling empty and exhausted. True contentment comes from accepting the ebb and flow of emotions, understanding that sadness is as natural and necessary as joy. In facing your pain, you gain empathy, depth, and a greater appreciation for the moments of happiness when they do arrive. It's also important to realize that you are responsible for your own life. It's tempting to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for where you are. But true growth begins when you accept ownership of your choices, your actions, and your future. This doesn't mean everything is your fault, but it does mean you have the power to shape your path. The moment you take responsibility, you reclaim your agency and open the door to real change. Another difficult lesson comes when you realize that trust is easily broken and hard to rebuild. Someone you care about might betray you, or you might let someone down yourself. Trust, once lost, is difficult to regain. This can make you wary, even cynical. But it also teaches you the value of honesty, integrity, and setting healthy boundaries. Over time, you'll learn to be more discerning about who you trust, and to value the relationships that are built on mutual respect. Painful as it may be, you will have to let go of your comfort zone. Growth happens at the edge of discomfort. Whether it's starting a new job, moving to a new city, or ending a toxic relationship, stepping into the unknown can be terrifying. But clinging to what's familiar can keep you stuck. The most meaningful changes in life come when you take risks, face your fears, and embrace discomfort as a sign that you're growing. One of the most bittersweet lessons is that time is your most valuable resource. You don't get it back. Procrastination, holding grudges, or wasting time on things that don't matter will only leave you with regret. The sooner you realize the importance of time, the sooner you'll start using it wisely, investing it in your passions, your loved ones, and your growth. Cherish the present, because it's the only moment you truly have. Lastly, you'll learn that self-love is not selfish, but essential. Many of us are taught to put others first, to sacrifice our own needs for the sake of harmony. But neglecting your own well-being leads to burnout, resentment, and unhappiness. Taking care of yourself, physically, emotionally, mentally, isn't just good for you, it's good for everyone around you. When you love yourself, you set an example, and you're better equipped to give love to others. These lessons are not easy. They come with tears, frustration, and sometimes heartbreak. But as time goes on, you'll look back and realize that the pain was not in vain. Each hardship, each disappointment, each moment of vulnerability was shaping you into someone wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. Life will continue to throw challenges your way, but with each painful lesson learned, you'll be better prepared to meet them. So, embrace the lessons, even the ones that hurt. Trust that the pain you feel today is forging the strength you'll need tomorrow. You may not see it now, but one day, you'll look back and thank yourself for enduring, for learning, and for growing. Life's hardest lessons often become its greatest gifts. Speech balloon. If this touched you, leave a comment. Share one lesson life taught you the hard way. Someone out there may need to hear it. Red heart. And if you know someone going through a tough time, send them this. Let them know they're not alone. Bell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us. Because the next story might just be the one that changes everything.